This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Okay, let us see. So one more example for triggers. Okay. In the last session, we were discussing about this trigger. So updating parent account related one field by contact, child contact email whenever new child contact created. Okay. So here, how this works. Okay. So we have the parent record. So this is having an email field. Email field. So there is a child, a new child is created. This is child contact. Child contact record. So this is having the email. Okay. So whenever this is parent, this is child. Whenever new child is created, email of parent should be updated with this. Every time new child created. So email of parent gets updated by this. So that we have done. Not only one contact, so but also bulk contacts. So our trigger works. That means every, so if 5 contacts created, so our trigger identifies their parent accounts, and so with all those bulk contacts created related email IDs will be used to update their parent account email IDs. Okay, that we have done. So you can go through the video. Then after, let us see. So today we will see every time or so when contact mail if contact mail already exists, so display error message and do not allow record a new contact to save. Okay, so your trigger must check whether duplicate contact is a duplicate email ID is used or not, and if duplicate email ID, then it should stop saving the record. Okay, so this is nothing but, this is also called as deduplication. If duplicate email ID found, okay, it is not going to be stored, so it will give the error message. So let us see on the contact object. Let us see how to create that one. Got the scenario? So there are already few records in your, so few records are there. So with the same email ID. Okay. So like that, different email IDs are there. So if you try to create a new contact record, this is new contact record form. Here user entered email ID in the email field. So again, they used the one already existed. Okay. So it should give the error message on clicking save. Error, email already exists. Use other email ID to save the record. Okay, so this is another real-time scenario we have. So like this error message should display on the record page, record form. Okay, so because this email already present. So if other email ID is given, that should allow saving the record. Okay, let us see. So on which object we have to create the trigger? Tell me.
Contact.
Select contact from the list. So this is called as deduplication. Okay. So what type of event we have to take? So before insert or after insert? Before update or after update? Before delete or after delete? After undelete? Which events are suitable for this case?
Before insert.
Before insert. Okay. Yeah. There is a chance of updating record also, right? Then
Yeah.
Yeah. So for
uh,
that, before update,
After
we
update.
can use.
after update, how?
No,
No,
before.
before
Sorry.
update.
Before
Before
update
update.
only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before.
That should be checked before update only, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So whether duplicate is there or not. So before insert, this trigger must be called. After, before update also, trigger can be executed. Okay, to stop the duplicate values. Okay, so here for all records, for all contacts, contact records, entering this trigger. Okay, then what you have to do? So this entering trigger ID, email. So record is creating, record is updating. So it contains the email field, email value. So you will check whether any existing contact records already has that email ID or not. Okay. So how you can check? So you have the query. Select email ID, okay, or ID from contact where, okay. So email ID equal to which email ID? This is contact email ID. Okay. So this is the query. This returns all records having that email ID, particular email ID. So this email ID. You are looking for this email ID if already exists in any record in contact object. So this is the query. On contact, you are looking for that email ID if exists or not. Okay. So for that, what you will do? So this email ID unknown for us. Okay. This email ID is unknown for us, but this email ID is there in that entered contact. Okay, record. That entered contact record is referred by CON, contact. See here. So this is our query. But this query is not to look for this email ID. This is not the query to check only whether this email ID found or not. So this query is global, universal. For any email ID, it will check the whether that is existed or not. For that, so you need to take the bind variable, that is this. Okay, that entered record email ID you are checking. Email. Got it? So this query looks for that entered email ID related any existing contact records. Okay. So this may return so n number of records. You don't know how many records are already so with that email ID in contact object. So assume that so number of records, list of records. List of records of contacts found with that email ID with the entered email. Okay, so this is the thing. Contacts found with the entered email ID. So this is the entered email ID. What you entered that you don't know. So that's why bound variable. Okay, that entered record that newly creating, newly updating, updating record or creating record, what you entered in that email field that you captured, that you are taking using this bind expression. Colon is the variable. So when you are using variable in the SQL query, you must use colon. So which makes this bind variable, which is called as bind variable. So here con dot email means whatever you are updating that value, whatever you are creating that email value. You are looking for all records with that entered email, updating email. So it returns list of records. Okay, only that email contact ID it is returning as of now. Other details not required for us. So all there in this variable. So what is there in this variable? Records with that email ID, existing records in the contact object. Those records are there in this variable now. Now, yeah. So if this so variable contains if this variable contains if this variable contains so at least one. So null means nothing. So other than null, so there is a record found. Okay. So null means no record found with that email ID. Null means. So other than null means records found. Okay. Size. This list size I am checking. If this list size is other than null, that means already one record present with that email ID. Okay. For all cases, so other than null, what I am doing on that contact, what you are entering, what you are updating, and its field add error. Okay. Display one error. What is that error? Email already exists on other contact record. Another contact record. Please enter another email ID to save the record. Okay, so this is the thing. So let us see how this works. Okay, so I am creating one record. and here email. Some email ID I entered, saving the record. Is it already used? Mistake. Okay. So some other trigger. So update email on parent account. Our previous trigger giving the error message. So their email is required and it is not saving. List has no rows to assign to a subject. Okay, in line number 19 in the trigger. In this trigger, there is a issue. So what is that issue? Other trigger raising the issue. In line number 19, there is a issue. Here it is. Okay. So here account ID is not there. Here account ID is needed for this query, and account ID is not found for that record. Okay. So that trigger must be called, right? But you didn't select any account. So here you must select account ID. One account. Link this contact with one account. So no issue. That trigger will be called and this trigger also will call. Now it can save. Okay. So record is successfully created. No issue now. You got the point why this error? Why this error? So some other active trigger need account ID. Okay. All the records, all the chains creating, so must contain account. So this is the mandatory here. So that's why error raised by the trigger. So I'm creating another contact with same email ID. Same email ID I am using, but a different contact it is. Different contact, existing email ID. Okay, now our trigger works. Our actual trigger, what we are testing. So what happened? So record found. One record existing with this email ID found. So it give an error by this. Got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you give other email ID, it accepts. It accepts. Okay. So if you update with the earlier email ID, it stops. Update. While updating also, it gives error message. Email already found. Okay. So that is the thing here.
Yeah.
Clear triggers?
Yes, Srinivas.
Okay. So let us
For
see
deleting, for example, for deleting,
which one?
for
Deleting.
deleting, yeah,
Deleting is see only the event changes, but so whatever the SQL queries you will use, whatever the context variables you will use, so based on the logic. Okay, for what reason you are deleting? Okay, if you clear about that reason, then you can use the queries. For example, here before delete, what should happen? That you will specify here. That's it. Before delete, what should happen? For all records deleting, what should happen? Like this. Let's see. We'll take one example. So contact deletion. Okay. So here before delete or after delete. Let's see. Let me use before delete. Okay. Contact contact trigger.new. So look for its parent. Look for its parent and save that information in the parent record. Which record is being deleted, that record information will be saved in the parent record. So looking for its parent. Contact, select ID from contact, which has parent, where account ID equal to contact dot account ID. Okay, contacts found. Contacts with the parent accounts. So add this to that list. Okay, now this list gets updated. So with all parents. Then after, for all records with the parents, for all records with the parent, okay. So take that value in a parent record. So let me check whether description field is not there. Okay, one description field is there. In that I will save it. So parent description field I am checking. Parent description field. Okay, so where ID, so in CP dot account ID, so I'm taking another list, list of account, okay, to that list I'm adding ACC. So before that, ACC description field must be having that details. Which details? The deleting record details. The deleted contact details as follows. CP ID, the deleted contact ID, contact name, contact name, contact email. Okay. Okay. Then after, update those parent records list. So what we have done? So we have look for if any um, you know, deleting whatever the contact record you are deleting that has any parent or not. If parent found, all those contact records deleting containing parent records taken in a list by using this. Account ID field is there. So which is a lookup value. If that entering record contains this lookup value, so then those contacts will be taken in this list that we have done. So once the list of contacts found, for all list of contacts, we are taking their parent description, and that description field we are updating with the deleting contact details. Okay. So after the parent description is updated, so we are assuming n number of parents being updated. So that's why we have taken a separate list, and in that list we are updating. Okay. So let us see what happens. So this is activated. No need to activate any trigger. Just save it. So assume that I am deleting one contact which has parent. So this is the parent and this is child contact. This is child contact. I am deleting it. So its parent is this that I opened here. So its description field must be updated. Here it is the description field. Validation errors while saving. What is the error? Line number 5. Dereference a null object. Line number 5. Trigger dot new old. Take old here. Okay, I'm deleting. Line number 3, deduplication error. Another trigger. Another trigger error. Not this trigger. This one, deduplication error. Line number 3. Trigger dot new. Okay, before delete. This also before delete, right? This is different. We changed the events. So that's why it is also triggering. Okay, this also having the same events. Now no issue. Again deleting. This time it gets deleted for sure. Trigger deletion 9, line number 6 error. Line number 6 here. Contact ID contact. select ID. Okay. In before trigger, you can't get the ID. So that is the error here. As I already told you, in before triggers, you can't get the ID. So that is the issue here. Select other values. Name or first name. Name you can take. Then no issue. Here also remove this. ID it won't get. So as ID is the standard field in before trigger, you can't get ID. So for that you have to use after delete. So that is the issue. Again line number 6 error in contact delete. Apex trigger caused an unexpected list has more than one row. List has more than one row. Line number 6. Okay. So this account ID is this account ID is found in so many contacts. Okay, so many contacts with this account ID. Limit 1. Use limit 1. Line number 11. Retrieved without querying requested field. Account ID. So account ID. Line number 11. Without writing query. So account ID is used here. That is the issue. So here you have to call account ID. Account.id. Okay. Account.id. Then no issue with this. So contact email field. Line number 13. So contact email also used here. So contact email. Query that also. Okay. Which fields you are saving in description field? All those fields you must query. So first. So that is why the issue is here you call the name. Okay. But email contact ID not called. But you are trying to save. That is the issue. So save query those fields also. Line number 13. Contact email. Contact email we queried, right? Is it saved? cp.email. So we queried it. Let's see once again. Okay, that is a refresh issue actually. So though we saved, that is not refreshed in that. Okay, that is completed. So successfully a contact record is deleted, that you can check in the recycle bin. Okay, so this is the contact record we deleted just now. So its parent, I'm checking. This is the parent of that deleted contact. I'm refreshing this page to see if description field updated or not. Yeah, can you see this is updated? The deleted contact details are saved in its parent. Correct? Got it this? You can see at the same
Yeah.
time it is
Got it.
updated. So it's updated. So if you are deleting contact records in bulk, so if you are deleting contact records in bulk also, so in their parent records, so we have the bulk delete, mass delete records option is there. So you can delete contact records in bulk. Okay, all these contacts having the parents, these are the parents. So let me open, this is one parent, randomly I'm taking. Okay, let me select which contacts I am going to delete. Then after I will open their parent records. Okay, so these contacts, 3 contacts I am deleting. This is its parent. This is its parent. This is its parent. So I selected 3 contacts, deleting. This is bulk delete. Okay, no issues. 3 contact records deleted for sure. So let us see their parent records, if their description field updated or not. Let me refresh this. At first, description is blank. Okay, updated. When you refresh, this is the contact deleted. This is another parent. Okay, this is the description at first. This description is replaced by our trigger description as per our trigger. See here, updated. Another parent. So our trigger not only works for single contact record, for every contact, every time any number of contacts deleted, it updates. Just a moment. Yeah, got it this trigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the thing. So you can use any method to delete the records. So but your trigger will be fired. So that is the thing. Like that you can use the triggers. So in tomorrow's session we'll see about writing Apex test classes. Okay. So what is the purpose of test classes? How to write them? How to achieve the minimum code coverage for our Apex code? So all those things we'll see in tomorrow's discussion. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Naveen, Parin, do you have any
Okay.
questions?
No.
Okay. Okay, guys. So this is about today's discussion. We'll continue in tomorrow's session. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
nice time.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye.